All the class 8 students of St. Michael's Academy, welcome to another online physical science class. Already I have discussed magnetism, but then also now I am starting revisions of some previous chapters. So first I am starting with magnetism. Now, long time back at a place named Magnesia in Asia Minor, a black-colored ore of iron named magnetite was discovered. This shows this ore shows two properties. One is directive property and another one is attractive property. What is directive property? A piece of magnetite is hung by a piece of thread in such a way that it can freely rotate in the horizontal plane. It is seen that the magnetite piece always comes to rest along north-south direction with one end pointing north and the other towards south. It is called the directive property. Now another property is attractive property. Afterwards, it is seen that some other substances have this type of properties that I am discussing later. Let me first discuss with attractive properties. If a piece of magnetite be placed in the iron fillings, it is found that iron fillings cling to the magnetite piece. That is, magnetite attracts iron fillings. This is called the attractive property. These types of substances are called magnets. It is seen that besides iron, magnets attract substances like nickel, cobalt, etc. Nickel formula is Ni and cobalt symbol is capital C and small o. Now magnetite is a rock mineral and one of the main iron ores with the chemical formula Fe3O4. It is one of the oxides of iron and is ferrimagnetic. It is attracted to a magnet and can be magnetized to become a permanent magnet itself. It is the most magnetic of all the naturally occurring minerals on Earth. Magnetite is sometimes found in large quantities in beach sand. Such black sands, mineral sands or iron sands are found in various places such as you can say that Loom King Tongue of Hong Kong, California, United States and the west coast of the North Island of New Zealand. So here I have shown you one magnetite diagram. Magnetite is a mineral obviously. Magnetite has the highest iron ore content. Now magnetic and non-magnetic substances. It's a very well-known term to you. The materials which get attracted towards a magnet are magnetite. For example, iron, nickel or cobalt. The materials which are not attracted towards a magnet are non-magnetic materials. Examples of non-magnetic materials include rubber, coins, feather and leather. So according to the magnetic properties, substances can be divided into two classes. One is magnetic substance and another one is non-magnetic substance. The substances which are attracted by magnets and which can be made into magnets are called magnetic substances. Iron, nickel, cobalt, etc. are some examples. The substances which are neither attracted by magnets nor can be made into magnets are called non-magnetic substances. Glass, wood, copper, brass, etc. are a few examples. Here, copper symbol is Cu, capital C, small u, and brass is an alloy. That means it is made up of more than one metal. Now, the differences. The differences between magnetic substances and non-magnetic materials is that the magnetic materials are attracted to an external magnetic field due to their proper alignment of magnetic domains, whereas non-magnetic materials are repelled from an external magnetic field due to their random arrangement of magnetic domains. But there are some differences in between magnetic materials and magnets also. So a magnet is a material or object that produces a magnetic field and is able to attract or repel. But all magnetic materials are affected by magnetism, but they do not repel like magnets. So repulsion is the only one and only property, separate property of magnet only. Now, what is the difference between magnetic substances and magnet? Magnetic substances have no such attractive property, but they can attracted by magnet. And magnet attracts iron, nickel, cobalt, etc. A magnetic substance has no such directive property, but when a freely suspended a magnet comes to rest along north-south direction, it shows directive property. Magnetic substance has no definite pole, but magnet has two fixed poles, north pole and south pole. Magnetic substance is always attracted by a magnet, but a magnet can be attracted or repelled by other magnet because opposite poles attract and same poles repels each other. Whenever you will write down the differences, please write down the differences column wise. Now, what is lodestone? A lodestone is a naturally magnetized piece of the mineral magnetite. They are naturally occurring magnets which can attract iron. The property of magnetism was first discovered in antiquity through lodestones. That's why it is called lodestone. See in the diagram, in magnesia, rocks contained large numbers of black stones which had the power to attract pieces of iron. The black stone came to be known as lodestone or the leading stone because of the way it could be used to find directions. Today it is known as the mineral magnetite, that is Fe3O4, and is found in many countries. So generally magnets are of two types, natural magnet and artificial magnets. Natural magnets mean that actually from nature that we can get, and artificial magnet means man-made magnet. So magnets found in nature are called natural magnets. We have already mentioned about magnetite. They are used for finding direction of a place, and so they are also called leading stone or lodestone. Natural magnets are of irregular shapes and they possess very weak attractive property. When the definition of lodestone will come, obviously along with your book definition, please add this thing also, because this is the actual meaning of lodestone as well as with its directive property. Now, types of magnet. The three types of magnets are temporary, permanent, and electromagnets. Magnets are categorized by their source of magnetism. Temporary magnets become magnetized in the presence of a magnetic field. An artificial magnet is a magnetized piece of iron, steel, cobalt, or nickel. These magnets are of different sizes and shapes. Reasons behind making artificial magnets. Artificial magnets can be made in different shapes and sizes, which is not possible in case of natural magnet. Now see the diagram. Types of magnets are there. Bar magnet, horseshoe-shaped magnet, rod magnet, ring magnet, disc magnet, and the last one is another shape magnet. So these are the actual types of magnets. So let's discuss the types of artificial magnet in the next slide. Now, in my every slide, I have tried my best to give something extra, or in my own words, or from another reference book words, that whatever you have read in your book, whenever you are going to write the answer, please make sure that the answer you will write, that will be a combination of a good points from your book and this slide. Thank you. Now let's start. Bar magnet has two properties like a proper magnet. Attractive property: magnet attracts ferromagnetic materials like iron, cobalt and nickel. Ferro words generally we have used from iron. Repulsive properties: like magnetic poles repel each other and unlike magnetic poles attract each other. Directive property: of freely suspended magnet always points in a north-south direction. So these are the three exclusive properties that can be seen within a bar magnet. See, I have given in the first diagram two bar magnet, clear picture, which are called magnetic keepers. Bar magnets are arranged in pairs with opposite poles facing each other. Two soft iron strips are placed at either end of the pair of magnets. These soft iron bars are called magnetic keepers. See the second diagram. Two bar magnets are facing each other, but opposite poles are facing each other, north south and south north. So magnetic keepers are in between them. And in case of horseshoe shaped magnet also, you can use magnetic keeper. So bar magnet is a magnetized bar, you can say, of steel of uniform circular or rectangular cross section. A pair of bar magnets, already I have shown in the diagram, which are kept side by side with their opposite poles near to each other with a small piece of iron connecting them. These iron pieces are called magnetic keepers as they keep the magnetism of the magnet intact. Now another types of artificial magnet, that is horseshoe shaped magnet. A horseshoe magnet is a magnet made in the shape of a horseshoe. This shape creates a strong magnetic field between the poles. It is one type of permanent magnet, meaning that it stays magnetized, as opposed to an electromagnet. Electromagnet, I'm going to say, this is a type of temporary magnet actually, the magnetic field of which can be started and stopped. Magnetic field, what is magnetic field? I'm using this word frequently, but what is magnetic field? That means around the two poles of any magnet, there is a field in which magnetism is greatest. So this field is called magnetized field or magnetic field. Especially a compass is a lightweight magnet, generally a magnetized needle on a free rotating pivot. This allows the needle to better react to nearby magnetic fields. Since opposites attracts, the southern pole of the needle is attracted to the Earth's natural magnetic north pole. First paragraph I have discussed horseshoe-shaped magnet, but in the second paragraph I have discussed magnetic needle. That means another type of artificial magnet. So horseshoe-shaped magnet is a magnetized bar having the shape of a horseshoe or letter U. As the poles of the magnet are nearer to each other, so their attractive power increases. But magnetic needle is a small and thin piece of needle shaped steel is magnetized. Its midpoint is pivoted, that means it can rotate on a vertical stand in such a way that it can rotate freely in a horizontal plane. It is called magnetic needle. See the diagram. In the first diagram, clearly I have shown a horseshoe-shaped magnets of two poles, north and south. And the second diagram, I have shown a compass within the compass a needle-like structure is there, that is actually a magnet, and that is called magnetic needle. Now, the last type of artificial magnet, and that is electromagnet. An electromagnet is a magnet that runs on electricity. Unlike a permanent magnet, the strength of an electromagnet can easily be changed by changing the amount of electric current that flows through it. The poles of an electromagnet can ever be reversed by reversing the flow of electricity. If a magnetic substance be magnetized by electric current, then the magnet obtained is called electromagnet. Electromagnet is used in scientific work and industries. See the diagram. With a battery wire is connected and a screw is there, iron screw. So this iron screw is becoming electromagnet when current is passing, that means circuit is on, through this wire. But when current is not passing, that means circuit is off. That time this iron screw is not behaving as magnet. That means it is a temporary magnet. So now hope so you have understood within these types of artificial magnet, there are some temporary magnets and some permanent magnets. Bar magnet, horseshoe shaped magnets, magnetic needles, these are all permanent magnets. But under artificial magnet means we can make this artificial permanent magnet. But electromagnet is a kind of temporary artificial magnet that also can be made. Now, thank you students. For any doubts or queries, please email me at sudeshna1.sma@outlook.com. For physical science, I want to say you something that I am getting maths homework as well as very few physical science worksheet homework, maths queries I am getting, but physical science queries I am not getting. Maybe you have understood everything. To each and every student, I am requesting, if you have any type of doubts, please clear your doubts sending me email. I am waiting for your email. Thank you.